Yo guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video. And in today's video you're going to talk about, is the Norden 901 actually better than the 1290R? Should my fat wife be scared I'm going for the thinner, younger lady? Did I make a mistake buying the 1290 Super Adventure R? Should I have gone with the lighter Norden 901? Stay tuned, find out. Yeah, already had to take off my jacket, got a little bit hot, had to pick some things off from the ground. But yeah, probably a couple of you guys are already thinking like, why are you comparing a big boy 1290 with a Norden 900? Makes no sense whatsoever. You should have compared the Norden 901 with the KTM Adventure 890R, right? Wrong. This engine is exactly the same as the KTM 890 Adventure R. There are some little tweaks and gizmos around the bike, of course, and the suspension is totally different, the frame, everything is different, but the engine is just the same. I know these bikes aren't very cheap. 14,800 for the Husky, 2,800 for the KTM. That's a lot of moolah. So you have to choose wisely, because most people can buy both. But no worries, I'm here to help, and I hope after this video you can decide if you're going for the 1290 or for the 901. First things first, let's get over the options. Why the big boy is 6,000 euros or $6,000 more. Now don't mind me eating some candy, but one of the first things we actually need to do, let's do a rev battle. Now I know that even after listening to the sound, some of you guys are like, yeah, 1290. Maybe some guys are like, yeah, 901. Let me know in the comments already. 1290, 901, who sounds best? Well, I know. I have a fully Akrapovic without the decibel killers, and that's the original exhaust, so it's not. I should have gotten an Akrapovic for the Norden. I did not. Anyway, let me know in the comments. First and foremost, the 1290 has a way bigger screen. And as you can tell by the Husky, it is a lot smaller. It's good, you can see everything pretty fine. You can get rid of this so your screen gets bigger. Look at that, my screen is way bigger. Epic. To get it started, the 1290R has a keyless go. And if your keyless go does not work, your battery goes down. You got that little thingy. Hold it down there against this wall. You can also start it. As for the Husky, they still go with a good old key. Getting underneath the seat of the 1290, you press this button. As for the Husky, you need your key. The gas tank on the 1290 is electronic, so you do not need a key. And the Husky, yeah, we need that key again. But then we have the turn signal indicator, and this one I do not like. It is sharp, it is pointy, it is edgy. A lot of people who have been riding this bike have told me like, hurts their finger, can't feel nothing with gloves. If you turn it off, turn it on. I do not like this. Now on the Husky, this I like. This is some good material. You had a good feel on that. As I said before, I am 1 meter and 76 centimeters. That's 176. And yeah, I mean, when I got my boots on, I can actually touch the ground pretty good. And this bike is light, crazy. As for the 1290, it's higher off the ground, way higher. And this is actually the comfort lowered seat, the heated lowered comfort seat. It's a little bit hard to maneuver. If you're like me and you want to pop some wheelies.
Whoa, third gear. Yeah, this.
If you're planning on doing over 60 miles an hour or 100 kilometers an hour wheelies, you need the 1290. If you want to keep it on the low and want to try some wheelies out, you're still learning, want to figure out what you can and what you can't, you need the Norden. This engine is so smooth, it's really easy to wheelie. Second gear pops right up. But I did some wheelies on this bike and I recorded it with my GoPro on a point of view test ride with this motorcycle. I'll leave a link in the description. Now, if you got some really good times and some really good experience and you want to do some wheelies at over 100 kilometers or even 120 kilometers an hour, that's 60-70 miles an hour, you still want to do some wheelies then? This is the bike. I mean, this thing is an absolute monster. But like I said, it's a V-twin, it's a 1290, it's got a lot of torque, 160 horsepower, and it will throw you right off the back. If you're not careful with it, if you don't treat it with respect, it will throw you right off. When it comes to wind, for some reason, I have no idea why, this looks a lot smaller than the 1290, but this thing is an absolute gem. There is a little bit of wind touching my shoulders, that is far from that. This thing on the highway.
Above my windshield, this is where the wind starts. Even with this screen, look at that, there's no wind there. How did they do that? Like, what the hell?
Muy bueno, muy bueno. The wind does something crazy and there is like no wind here. I don't get it. I seriously don't get it. Now, the only small issue I have with the Norden is that, well, the screen is stuck. This is like jammed. Can't put it up. But of course, aftermarket, there are always solutions. But with this 1290, also not a lot on this one. I think this might even be a little more windier. Is that a word? Windier? Might be a little bit more windier than the Norden. Still good though. Now, when it comes to single tracks, the Norden is extremely maneuverable. The FE version, absolutely love it. Very light, very nimble, but even going on a heavy adventure touring bike like this, doing some really sketchy single tracks.
It has been raining so hard that there was like a lot of greens and a lot of veggies here.
Annoying mountain bikers. This thing handles like a champ. Now don't worry, the 1290 handles single tracks just as well as the Norden. The only problem is, if you have to take this thing off the ground again, it's a bit heavier. I mean, like a lot heavier. Was looking at my broken carbon fiber. I dropped it last week, being a complete idiot. Tried to jump on it from the back, didn't work. Yeah, fell down. It's kind of dumb. It's got some scars. But I mean, first thing you have to do if you get a bike like this, just go into your lawn, go into the sand and just drop it. You will release the stress of actually dropping it when riding it. So you can go a little bit gnarlier. If it got scratches, it got scratches. I'm just gonna get on and drive off. So you guys get a feeling on how it feels. Not that hard, right? As for the Norden, now, especially for you guys, I have done a little bit of a size comparison. So I put them next to each other. I'm gonna show you guys the size. Now, as we step into the butt area, and you can see how small actually the 1290 Adventure R seat is, you can tell that the Norden seat is a lot wider as the Adventure R. And that is mainly because, well, the Norden is more made for an adventure touring motorcycle as it is as an off-road motorcycle. As for the Adventure R or the 890R, the 1290, the Super Adventure, is more of an off-road cycle. As the Norden, so wide, it is more made for adventure and touring. but of course you can still take it off-road. Same goes for the suspension in total. The suspension of the Norden is more built, the frame, everything is more built for a long road trip as for doing some crazy stuff all day long off-roading. Still works pretty good. Well, we're not legends or aliens like Chris Birch or Graham Jarvis. Those are absolute legends. Now, long story short, let me know in the comments what you guys think. You want to go for the 1290? Want to go for the 890? Got some more questions? Leave it down below. Just ask me. I'll try to respond to each and every single question. Just not personal sexual questions. Just keep it about motorcycles, you know. If I was really focused doing 80% off-road and not a lot of road or highways and just more the off-road and single track and explorer stuff, I'd go for Norden because it's got an explorer mode. And my name is Christopher, aka Smokey, but my real name is Christopher. So yeah, like Christopher Columbus, I'm an explorer as well. That was lame. Damn, really gotta stop doing those silly jokes. Makes no sense. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I'm going inside. I have to take a poop. Yet again, let me know in the comments whether you guys prefer the 1290 or the 901 Norden. And for the full Norden POV point of view test ride, I'll leave a link in the description. And it's a good one. I almost crashed into a car. Car didn't see me. Almost killed me. Good times. See you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Like this video. Cheers, guys. See ya.